Hey y'all, what's going on? It's DIY Alex and I am back with another Tutorial Tuesday and my biggest announcement ever. I'm so excited to chat with you guys about everything. So let me know that you can hear me okay and see me okay in the comments. And I'll give everyone a couple minutes to get settled before we really get started. Plus, I know sometimes there's ads and things like that, so I want to make sure nobody misses anything in case you watch an ad or something like that. Hey, I was only 1 or 2 minutes late this time. So that's pretty good for me. Hello. I know there are a lot of videos going on today. I saw that Caesar was doing something with Courtney from the Crafty Brick. And I've never met Courtney, but she seems really, really sweet. I really like watching her videos. Hello. What's going on, everyone? I saw that you all were making some guesses in the comments. I'm not going to respond to any guesses because I don't want to give any clues, any hints. I've made it long enough without any secrets, and so I don't want to give it away. I was just reading back through all of your guesses, and I'll scroll down here in just a minute. I'm so glad there's so many of you joining us. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to send out an email today. I'll have to send out an email with the replay of this video because I completely forgot. I intended to do that today and I just honestly spaced it out. Good, okay, you can hear and see. Good deal. Hi Trish, how are you? I know it has been a little while, and I think you guys probably have heard this by now, but I am decreasing the number of YouTube videos that I'm doing to about 2 a month. And there's a hair in my mouth, so that's good. So we are only going to be here about every other week. I have got to get this off of it's like sticking to my chapstick and distracting me. So we'll be here about twice a month for now because another project I'm working on that is still a secret because it's too far away for me to tell you about it just yet, is really intense and taking a lot of my time. So I'm doing a few less YouTube videos just so I have a little more time to dedicate to that project. So hello. Oh, that's a good guess. It could be. Oh, that's true because I forgot Courtney does Tuesday videos as well. Hello. Hi, Kristen and Roseanne and Dee and Kathy and Ashley. Debbie. Hi, Mom and Sarah. I know, I'm good at keeping up the suspense, aren't I, Roseanne? Hey, Katie, I miss you guys too. Let's see. I know you guys, this secret has been a pretty well kept one, I think. Hey, Kayla and Dale, Renee, Sherry. There's lots of you joining us here. I figured you guys would guess a mystery box. I figured that would be the number one guess, just because that's usually kind of how I bring things about. But in this case, that's not it. That is not it. You guys are dying, huh? I'm so glad that you made it today, too. Good deal. Okay, well, we'll give it just a couple more minutes. We'll just do some small talk until then because I know that the comments are going to go crazy by the time that I tell you. I'll tell you one thing. The surprise is in this box, or at least the part of the announcement is in this box, so it's pretty small. Hey, Irma, welcome. Not much longer, Kathy. I really will tell you here in just a moment. Yep, just reading through all of your comments. And it has been a while since I've been live. Oh my gosh, there's already 99 of you here today. Is it bigger than a mystery box? Well, I can't answer that. Good question, but I can't answer that because if I tell you, that will give everything away. So I have to wait. Oh, welcome, Corey. It's your first live. Yeah, this is definitely a good one to join. This is definitely a good one to join because there are This is definitely big suspense, more than I usually do, because you guys know I'm usually pretty straightforward with everything. But this video, I was so nervous to give it away, I didn't even put a description. Like, I cut out everything just to make sure that I didn't give anything away. Oh, I think what you're seeing is this. So that's not part of the hint. I miss our Tuesday lives too, Jess. I don't know. I might bring them back to once a week. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There's still a hair in my mouth. There we go. We got it. Good deal. Okay. Now you guys are just out of control guessing. No, Michael is not here, Trish. I did talk to him today, but he is not here. There's no guests going to be popping out or anything like that. I would definitely be much more nervous if there was somebody here with me, because I'm used to being here by myself. That's like my norm. So when somebody's with me, it's a lot more nerve-wracking than when somebody's not. Nope, Roseanne, I kept all the descriptions, everything out, because I didn't want anything to spoil it. Okay, well, I kept you guys waiting long enough. So with our project today, we are going to be making a onesie for, many of you guessed it, baby Vanover. Andrew and I are having a baby, and baby is due in September. So I have been walking through the beginning of a pregnancy, and it has been quite the ride, which is why you guys have not seen as much of me, because it has been quite the journey so far. Quite the journey so far, just day by day. But it's been a bit of a rough ride. So, yep, today we're making a little onesie for baby Vanover, due in September. Yeah. I wish we got another cat. That would be a fun surprise too. And a fun brand of crafting supplies would be cool too. There's all kinds of good announcements. I get you guys, all your best suggestions come out when I make an announcement for something like this. I really should take more notes and see what you guys are guessing. So yeah, today I'm like 15 and a half weeks along. So I'm into the second trimester, and I haven't seen much relief yet. It is starting to get a little bit better. I was pretty sick in the first trimester. I was nauseous. I was getting sick a lot. And then after that, I still get nauseous and still get sick, but not quite as often. And then after that, I got really tired, like really, really, really tired. So at this point, I'm taking like 1 to 2 naps a day, at least, usually, with lots of rest in between. So thank goodness I work from home. Yeah, we're so excited. So there will be lots of changes and shifts to DIY Alex, and good ones, over the next few months, which is part of the secret project I'm working on, all different kinds of things to set everything up for the new season of life that we're going to be entering. So we're excited. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you're excited. I knew you guys would be super pumped to hear about that. Yeah, it has definitely been a ride. Yep, and this is my mom's first grandchild, so that's exciting. Yeah, it has definitely been rough. Today, my husband and I, Andrew's home from work sick today, actually. And around lunchtime, we put some beef in the crock pot, and my entire house smells like carnitas, and I've kind of had to stay up here because the smell is just too strong. It's not even a bad smell. It's just really, really, really strong. So if you've ever had a baby, I'm sure you can relate, because boy, oh boy, it is. It's like nothing else. Like nothing else. Yes, exactly. That is exactly why you guys haven't seen me as often, why I wasn't feeling well a few weeks ago. So yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys. It was hard to keep it a secret, because I don't know, it's just, you guys know, I don't really like to keep secrets anyway. I don't think secrets are good for us to keep for a long time. So I waited until I felt like things were, we were out of the first trimester and everything. But I didn't want to wait any longer. I was just ready to be excited and celebrate with you guys. Renee said today she still can't stand the smell of tuna, and her boys are 22 and 25. I could 100% see how that carries over forever. We'll be interested to see. This is the first coffee that I've had, especially hot coffee, really in the past couple of months. Like, I think in the past week, I've had some hot coffee where it's been so cold, but for some reason, I could only drink iced coffee. Because the smell of coffee made me nauseous. I could drink iced coffee though, and I can drink like lattes from like a local coffee shop or a Starbucks, but I can't just drink like regular straight coffee. So I've brought coffee back, which thank goodness, because I've been going without caffeine for a long time. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dee. You're so sweet. I know, and I've seen so many people announcing pregnancies recently, and so I was kind of debating on how long I wanted to wait and how long, I was going to wait to tell you guys and everything, but I just figured now that we're in the second trimester, it's time to celebrate. Hopefully that'll make me feel better really soon. Oh my gosh, it took Kathy over 20 years to finally eat tuna. I could see that. It is definitely smelly. Definitely smelly. Yes, Catherine. I was just telling everyone today, that's what our craft is today. We are making a onesie for baby Vanover. So we are really, really excited. Oh, Cynthia, she said, my mother-in-law told me to eat popcorn for nausea. That's interesting. One thing that has worked really, really well for me is I have been eating and smelling a lot of peppermint oil. Peppermint, for some reason, has been really helpful for nausea for me. So I've been having a lot of peppermints, keeping those with me kind of 24/7. Today, I was finally able to take a little bit less nausea medicine, which is exciting. So I think we are making some progress, but boy, am I ready for that part to be over, because even if it continues throughout the rest of my pregnancy, it probably will. But maybe, it'll just be a little less, because it is quite the journey. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, and I haven't made a lot of onesies on YouTube. I think I have one video showing you guys how to make a onesie, because it is mostly pretty straightforward, but I do have a secret weapon, which is my pressing pillow, and I'll tell you guys about that when we get there. But I only have that one. And we do know that it's a boy, so we have a little. You were right on target. That's not what you were seeing when you saw this in here, but it is a little boy. So as part of my design, I can't see it yet, but I have some little blue feet to put on my onesie. So that's exciting. We just shared the gender with our parents a couple of days ago, actually. So my mom just found out, and my in-laws just found out. We've known for a little while, but we decided to keep it just for the two of us for a little while. Yeah, lots of fun. And no, Deb, we're actually not doing a gender reveal, which is funny because a lot of people have said, oh my gosh, I bet you're going to do the most creative gender reveal. But we have kept it really, really simple. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard lemon heads have really helped during miserable pregnancy nausea. I haven't heard that one, but they have these things. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're called Preggy Pops and Preggy Drops. And I do have some of those with, in my bowl downstairs on my kitchen table. I have peppermints and Preggy Drops all mixed together so that I can just have them with me pretty much 24/7. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but my birthday is September 5th. So it's definitely possible that we could have another September 5th birthday, depending on when baby decides to come. So who knows? Cool. Well, now that you guys know, let's go ahead and get into this craft. We can keep chatting about it and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's a great idea about the sour candy. Cool. Well, I'm going to send you guys overhead and we will get started on our little onesie project. Here, let me go ahead and try to do, nope, backwards. There. Send my thing up here. There There we go. Now you guys can see me and our little, our little project. Yeah, some of my nieces and nephews were very excited to learn about the gender of our baby, and they had lots of name suggestions for us, which were really, really fun to hear. So we haven't picked a name yet or anything, so I don't have that to share. We've been taking our time talking about some things, but we don't have anything specific, to share just yet. Thank you guys. Yes, Ashley, I meant to text you right before we got started. I actually just pulled my package out of the mailbox. So that's exciting. Okay, so this is a design, that I actually created straight in Cricut Design Space. I think I don't know if all the fonts are Design Space fonts, but all of the images are Design Space images. And this is the same onesie that I made for both my parents and my in-laws when we announced to them that we were having a baby. And I didn't have one for myself, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to make me one as well. Oh, and speaking of that, in case you guys haven't heard today, I'm using Softflex and EasyWeed on this project. And 143 Vinyl has all of their HTV 15% off today. So if you need some HTV, it's definitely a good time to go grab some, because literally it's everything on the HTV menu is on sale. So that's super exciting. It's a pretty simple little design. So shouldn't take us actually too long to make, probably. So it says coming soon, baby Vanover, and then down here it says September 2023. So that's what our little design is, and then I have some little blue feet to go down here for our little boy, and I am using, I believe this is the color Periwinkle in Caesar EasyWeed. That is one of my favorite EasyWeed colors that they've released over the past couple of years. It is one of my absolute favorites. I think the Periwinkle color is so pretty. And I was able to use all scraps for my project today, which worked out so well. That is one thing I really do love about onesies, is that they are a great project if you want to use up some scraps. I hear you, Kathy. It's pricey. I need to stock up on a few things myself today, too, before the sale goes off. Oh yeah, Kristen, I've heard that ginger helps with nausea too. I haven't tried it myself, but yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'd have to look up what these fonts are. I can't remember what they are actually, because I made this back when I told my parents a couple months ago. So I can't remember what all these are called. I'm gonna weed on my mat here, because my Easy Press mat is so soft, I don't want to puncture it with my weeding tool. And I got these really pretty sparkly weeding tools on Amazon, and I really, really like these. The texture is a little bit funky, like it is definitely, the glitter doesn't come off, but like obviously the texture is kind of rough. But I got a pack that had this mint color, it had a pink one, I think, and a purple one. So I've been using these, and I really like these, as well as my regular pen pens. Oh, no, I don't think I did, Ashley. The Dollar Tree has a version of like their little weeding scrap collector. That's cool. The one that I have, this is the Tweaksy hinge. So it's the one that goes in all the different angles like that, which is really, really nice. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff around here. Hopefully things are going to look up here really soon with me feeling a little bit better, because it has been quite the ride the last couple of months. Of course, it will all be worth it, but Man, oh man. It has definitely not been easy. I have been very, very grateful to work from home because I have needed it so much. I have had to take a lot easy over the past couple of months. Oh, fun. Renee went on Friday and Saturday to Dollar Tree, Michael's, 2 Targets, and a Hobby Lobby. Wow, you were busy. Okay, so this is really tricky just because the font is really, really thin. So when I pull this piece out, I will have to be super careful not to grab any of the text, because I almost did that both times when I made this onesie. So we'll go super slow. And it's tiny. Oh, yep, there goes my E. Okay. We'll just go nice and slow. And that T gave me grief both times too. I know it's a little dark. You guys probably can't see the design just yet. There we go. But I'll show you once it's weeded. I'm not sure how to say your name. I think it might be Audie. It is a little boy. So I'll show you guys my little blue footprints here in just a second, but this is what it looks like. Obviously, I have to finish weeding it. But it says, coming soon, Baby Vanover, September 2023. So, yeah, we are pumped. There we go. Yeah, definitely lots of pregnancy brain, Catherine. That is definitely the case. So there's the main part of our design, and then I just cut some little, some really cute little baby feet that I found in Design Space Images. And I really liked that the little heel has a heart out of it. I thought that was so cute. Thank you, Amber. So there's what our little periwinkle easy weed feet look like. So, excuse me, we're going to be mixing Soft Flex and Easy Weed together, but I figured for a design like this, you really won't be able to tell. The only thing about mixing the two together is that they do press at separate temperatures, and I was going to say something else. And they have a little bit of a different sheen. So the Soft Flex is going to be super matte, and the Easy Weed is going to have like a subtle shine to it. But since it's just going to be these little feet, I figured that would be fine. Oh, fun, Kathy. That's sweet. I thought so too, Kathy. Yeah, we are super excited, and it's a little boy, so that's what my little blue feet are for. When I made these for my parents, we didn't know the gender yet, so I didn't get a chance to use blue. I just used like a neutral sage green because we didn't know what the baby was just yet. But now we do, so that's fun. Oh, no, we don't want to change it to Celsius. There we go. Got to adjust my temperature. So Soft Flex presses at 285 degrees for like 10 seconds, and Easy Weed presses at 305. So I'll probably just do like 295, kind of split the difference here. And I must have sublimated with this last because 240 seconds is way too many. Come on. to go down to about 10 seconds. Tammy said, where did you find the Periwinkle HTV? So Tammy, I found that from 143 Vinyl. They have it under their Easy Weed section. Caesar Easy Weed. And that is also 15% off today. So I can stick that in the comments for you guys if you want to shop that sale, because it's only today. But it's all of 143 Vinyl's HTV. So any kind of HTV that you like. Whoa, my Easy Press is clicking. I think it's just heating up. Yeah, Aldi said she was sick the whole 9 months. I know, and that's what I hear people keep saying, and I'm really hoping that's not the case for me. It definitely could be, but hopefully it shouldn't, it hopefully won't last the whole time. I'm typing in or dropping that link there for you guys in case you want to grab that today. The code is HTV15. So yeah, if you need to stock up on anything, definitely do that today, because they do not. So 143 does a lot of sales, which is great, but they do not do 15% off of their entire HTV category very often. So that's a really, really special. That's a really, really special sale, and I definitely recommend you take advantage of it if you need to stock up on HTV. So in case you guys have never made a onesie with HTV before, it's pretty straightforward. The only thing that's a little bit tricky about it is all the really thick seams like around the neck and this area right here, because it just really, whoops. Oh, okay, good. We're ready. He preheated. It just really raises the surface of the onesie up really, really high. So my best advice to you is to use a pressing pillow. So I believe this is a pressing pillow from 143, and I think it's 5 inches wide by like 18 inches long. So it's a bit longer than what you need it, but this is by far my favorite for onesies, because what I like to do is I like to stick my onesie like this and kind of put the neckline off like that, so that it's just the actual area where we're going to be pressing the onesie on the pressing pillow. So that works really, really well for me, and that gets the collar up off of, or kind of off the surface or away from the surface of where we're going to be pressing our HTV. The other thing that you can do if you don't have a pressing pillow this shape is you can fold up a kitchen towel to be pretty narrow, and a kitchen towel will do the same job. Yeah, Kristen, she said the entire category is what is super amazing. That is definitely what is special about this sale. Typically, there's restrictions and a few things, but I mean, you could do anything from printable HTV to StarCraft to Caesar Easy Weed, anything that you need to stock up on. That's pretty special. And then Kathy said, would it be easier with a mini Easy Press? Now, Kathy, I think that that is a good thought, but I don't necessarily know that it would be any easier. And here's the thing with this. It depends on how much the onesie is really going to be worn. Because with the mini Easy Press, the HTV is going to apply, like it's going to stick. But if it's going to be washed a bunch of times, there's a chance that the HTV might not stick because it's not getting the correct amount of pressure that it needs. So I think with a bigger Easy Press or a heat press, it would stick better, especially if the onesie is going to be washed and worn a lot. But if it's going to be something more decorative, or, you know, like it's an announcement onesie, something that you're not really planning to put the baby in, then I think the mini Easy Press would be fine. But good question, because I think that could definitely work also. So I think I'll put this part right about here. Something, no, that's not straight. Hold on. Gotta kind of take a look at it here. Maybe what I'll do, this is another trick if you guys have not used this before. You can take the non-sticky side of your carrier sheet and fold it together like this. And then you can kind of create a crease down the middle. And then you have a really nice center line that makes it a lot easier to line up. So if you guys can kind of see in the light there, there's just a really thin line in my carrier sheet, and that really helps me to line it up too. Oh no, we do not have a name just yet. We are still pretty early on. We just found out the gender a couple weeks ago. So we are pretty, still talking about some names, but we don't have any that we love yet. Kathy said, good to know for the onesies. I'm making my niece's little girl. Oh, fun. Ashley said, are you doing the tack method? I think so, Ashley. I'm not sure about what's called the tack method, but I'm going to be pressing this for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to put the second layer here. So I'm just going to do 5 seconds or so to tack this, and then I'll be doing the full time when I put the feet down. Okay. I'm still not sure that's straight. Hold on. Let's send it over here. I'll look at it in the camera and see. It looks super crooked from the back, but it's hard to tell. I have to hold it up a bunch with onesies because I hate to make them crooked, but at the same time, those little necklines are tricky. Oh yeah, that would be cute. Catherine said, is the DTV on sale too? It should be, Catherine. It's under the HTV menu, so it should be included in the sale as well. What do you guys think? Does that look straight to you? I think it looks straight. I think so. Yeah, it's close enough. So we're going to go with it. Okay, so now I'm going to take that collar and I'm going to put it off the side of my pressing pillow and make sure that all of my text is included on the pressing pillow. Then I am gonna put a piece of Teflon over top of it. I have like my smaller piece that's smaller than my heat press. And I'm just going to put it on and push it down and then tack it for about 5 seconds. Just enough to let the HTV stick. That's true, Kristen. There is the trick of putting the seam down the center. That trick always reminds me of Bev at 143 Vinyl. She is the one who taught me that trick, and she swears by that every single time. I just usually don't think to do that, but it is a good idea. So what Kristen is talking about is you can just fold, before you apply your first layer of your first layer of HTV, you can fold your onesie or shirt or whatever in half and press right here and put a seam in the shirt as well as in the, oh, sorry guys, I forgot to turn you back overhead when we did that. Whoops. Goodness gracious. Obviously, it's been a little while since we've been live, huh? Sorry about that. So what she's talking about is you can just fold your garment in half, kind of lay the seams together and press a seam down the center, as well as pressing a seam in your carrier sheet of your HTV. And then they can kind of come together. You can line up the lines and it makes it easier to line things up. So lots of good strategies for layering your HTV and getting it straight. And then this is the only other little layer, so this will be really easy. And whenever you are working with HTV, I guess I should have said this just in case you guys are new. So whenever you're working with HTV, each of those layers before the final layer, you only want to tack it for a few seconds. You don't want to do the full press because that will be way too much heat for the HTV. So now that we are on to the final layer, we only did 5 seconds for the first one, but now we're gonna do the full 10, and I might even do 15 seconds while we have everything on here to make sure that the HTV gets the full heat that it needs. So it's really well stuck to the onesie or whatever you're applying it to. And now that we have the cover sheet off of a lot of this HTV, it's super important that we put down something, whether that's a Teflon sheet or a piece of parchment paper or whatever the case may be, to keep any HTV from getting on the bottom of our Easy Press, because it is super, super not fun to clean those off. So that's why you want to make sure to have some kind of covering over top of your HTV, especially whenever plain HTV is exposed without the carrier sheet. Okay, so now that we're ready, we'll go ahead and put our Easy Press over the top. And I'm also pressing down to make sure that it gets enough pressure through the pressing pillow also, because a pressing pillow on top of the Easy Press is a little bit sketchy as far as making sure we get enough pressure. But honestly, I think this will be fine. Okay. So we'll peel off the carrier sheet. And there we go. We have a finished onesie. How cute. Hi, Cindy. Yep, this onesie is for me. My husband and I are having a baby coming this September. So this little project is for us. I've already made announcement onesies for both sets of our parents, and I didn't have one, so I figured we could make a little onesie for us. So it says, coming soon, Baby Vanover, September 2023. Woohoo! I made a long sleeve one for our parents. I guess I could have made a short sleeve one too. This one's a little bit bigger. I made newborn ones for our parents, but all I had was 3 to 6 months for this project, so that's what we're using. Oh, that's true, Dee. That could be cute too on a shirt. Lots of cute stuff. Lots of cute options. I thought about doing a mama shirt today because we could have done something like that. But there will definitely be more crafts to come when it comes to all this kind of stuff. So that was super. Hey, Emily, thank you so much. That was a super fast craft. Normally we're here about an hour, but I don't really know what else to tell you guys. I think I've told you all the things now. Now you know what's going on and kind of where I've been. Yep, Cindy, this is our first baby. So first little child that we're adding to our family, which is so exciting. It has been really, really good to work from home during this season. I can definitely tell you that much. So yeah, if anyone has any last questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments. And I'll answer a couple last questions before we head off of here. I think so too, Dee. I just really loved that the little footprints have the little heart out of them, but also they're a little bit more like they have like the cracks in them kind of, so they're not like the perfect feet prints, I guess is what you'd say, footprints. And I really, really liked those. So that's why I picked this little design. So yeah, that's what our little onesie is looking like. It turned out super cute. And I actually didn't end up resizing it. Even though I made this design originally for a newborn onesie, I did not resize it when I did the 3 to 6 month one. I just didn't think it was necessary. I mean, I probably could have made it a little bit bigger, but I think it's pretty obvious what it says, and that's good enough for me. Oh, thanks, Diana. We are definitely excited. But yeah, you don't have a ton to watch. All the exciting announcements are pretty much in the beginning, so that's pretty fun. So I'll have a little bit of a social media announcement later this week sometime. I have made those before, Renee, the little boy onesies that have the bow tie and the suspenders. They are so cute. I've made those for friends before, and they're so fun for their baby showers. Thank you. Oh, congratulations, Krista. That's so exciting. How fun. Yeah, thank you guys so much. We are so excited, and you know, of course, it's a big adventure. It can be at times a little bit of a scary adventure, but we are really, really excited. So it's going to be a fun ride. But hopefully, pregnancy will go a little smoother for me, and I can be back on YouTube a little more often. But for now, I'll be working more on the secret project. So that'll be taking a lot of my time over the next couple of months. So we're going to stick to about every other week here on YouTube so that I can focus on that. And we may keep it every other week. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll be back. Probably a lot of my videos going forward for the next couple of months at least will be live because that way I don't have to pre-record anything. And then I will be on maternity leave later this year. And so all of those videos that I post then, of course, will be pre-recorded. Yeah, that's true, Catherine. I could definitely do another, the same saying on a shirt for me. I'm excited to make a little, like a mama type of shirt and stuff like that. I think that'll be super fun. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit of a shorter live, but I don't want to keep you around for too long. So hopefully some of these tips also helped you if you haven't made onesies before. This made it a little bit easier for you. But if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to DIY Alex for more videos a lot like this one. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you learned something new, and I'll see you guys again sometime soon. I was looking for my all the hearts slide. There we go.